Max Week 2 Game of the Week. It's an NFC South battle between two legacy members of Max. Plex and his New Orleans Saints are in the birthplace of aviation to take on BronxBomber and the Carolina Panthers. Last week was a defensive battle, but do not worry, these guys brought the offense with them this week, so let's see it. Plex starts with it on his own 20, and fourth-string quarterback Cole McDonald gets the start. He gets the game started with a great run on the option to his right side, sliding at the 33 for the first down on the first play from scrimmage. A few plays later, and he's at it again. Bomber gets a little greedy with the hit stick attempts, not once but twice, turning this one into a 10-yard rush for the second-year quarterback. Looks like he could have had him behind the line to gain, but the hit stick cost him, and the drive continues. Next play, and Old McDonald proves he's not a one-trick pony with a nay-nay here and a 22-yard completion there to Deontay Harris. Gets him inside the 10, and the Saints are having no trouble moving the ball early in this game, and that wouldn't change here. Next play, again, they cap it off with an 8-yard catch and run to 24-year-old Adam Troutman, and other than that 1 3rd and 2 spot, they really seem to move the ball at will. Bomber's going to have to address that defense if he wants a chance against this division rival. He'll get the ball for the first time here, down 7-0. How does he respond? Not great. Christian McCaffrey gets loose here over the left side, but Sam Darnold is unable to get the ball to him, and if he connects there, that's a 2-play drive that ends with 6 points for the Cats, but the throw is errant, and they face third down. Tough break there on that one for BronxBomber. Third down is even worse for Carolina. Darnold faces immediate pressure, and before he can even survey the field, Tanner Muse shoots through the middle and takes him down at the 17. Carolina is forced to punt, and the Saints look to extend that early lead. Alvin Kamara watched his quarterback run up and down the field that whole last drive. This time it's his turn. He makes the catch behind his quarterback and then motors ahead for 46 yards. One play into this drive, the Saints are already in the red zone. Carolina thought they had their hands full with the ball in McDonald's hands, but Alvin Kamara was quick to remind everyone watching who the main weapon is in the Big Easy, and that's number 41. After a Plex touchdown was called back for holding, setting up 3rd and 14 from the 19-yard line, McDonald throws a strike to who? That's right, number 41 in white, Alvin Kamara. Perfectly placed ball there, and back in the day, 10 of those would get you a McChicken because that throw was a dime. With tax, I guess you needed 11, but still, McDonald is cooking. They reviewed the play, but it was upheld, and the Saints lead 14-0. Just over 2 minutes left in the quarter, and it's been all Saints here so far, but Sam Darnold decides that just won't do, and he turns it on for this drive. First, he finds DJ Moore on the right side, who hauls it in for a gain of 20. Fits it into a somewhat tight spot there, but if that was impressive, check this out. Darnold throwing again, and this time he's going to drop it right in between 3 New Orleans defenders to rookie halfback Chuba Hubbard for the Carolina first down. Bomber knows if he gives the ball back to Plex without scoring, this one could get ugly quick, and he certainly doesn't want that, and he's doing everything in his power to avoid that situation. Kamara made his mark on the game last drive, and we almost forgot that the Panthers have a pretty good halfback too. Goes by the name of Christian McCaffrey, but on this play, a couple of Saints defenders know him as that blur in the black jersey. Making guys miss left and right, he takes that short completion and turns it into a 20-yard gain, and when you're elite, you are elite. Christian McCaffrey is that, and he caps off the drive here with a 6-yard rush on 3rd and inches. That's exactly what you need if you're Bomber on that drive, and he makes the PAT to cut the deficit in half. Saints still up 14-7. Both teams would punt after that, so the Saints have it here with 5 minutes left in the half. They would lose 4 yards on first down, but they also have a pretty good player lining up wide for him. That's Michael Thomas. He was quiet in the first quarter, but he gets involved on the comeback route here for the New Orleans first down. And then a few plays later, McDonald decides to make it a McDouble. Goes back to Thomas on that same route again, and why not? If it's working, it's working. I promise I didn't just show you the same play twice in a row, and I also should point out that there were multiple plays in between those two. But regardless, Plex uses it nicely there, and he's marching downfield almost at will. I did say almost. They run the play action, and that delay gives Jermaine Carter Jr. time to break through and get to the quarterback at his own 43-yard line. A loss of 12 on the sack, and the Saints wouldn't be able to recover, so they punt, and now Bomber has a chance to tie it up before halftime, which, given the way this game started, would be a mini miracle. Well, they don't call them miracles because they happen all the time. Darnold drops back to pass and fires it to his right, but Brian Poole, the veteran corner for the New Orleans Saints, is literally just waiting for it there, and he takes it back 29 yards for the defensive score. Just an absolute heartbreaker late in the first half for Carolina, as Plex goes back up by 2 scores immediately after giving the Panthers a reason to start believing again. Still a lot of football left, but Man, that one hurts if you're wearing black and blue. So Carolina, after that, was forced to punt again. So Plex has it with 30 seconds left in the half, and he is in Panthers territory. Looking for it all here. He steps up to the line and launches one, and Dante Jackson was there to make a play on it. He gets both hands on it, but it falls incomplete. You hate to see a defense miss an opportunity like that, but you especially hate it when it ends up leading to this. McDonald's takes the snap here. He's going to throw it left where it looks like Jeremy Chin is in position to pick it and make a decent return, but he whiffs on it, and it's an easy 6 points for Deontay Harris and the New Orleans Saints. No breeze, no problem, as Plex started off the year by pounding the Packers, and he's picked up this week right where he left off. Extra point is good, and the Saints are up 3 scores after 1 half in this one. Bomber starts the third with the ball, and he's putting together a nice drive here. McCaffrey's been the horse so far, and here he is again with a casual 16-yard reception on 2nd and 6. He makes it look so easy to move with the ball anytime he touches it. It's really up to the quarterback and coaching staff to get the ball to him in a position where he can do something with it, just like they did right there. Nice job by Carolina, but he's not the only Panther who can make a play. As Bomber forces New Orleans to respect the threat of CMC, they take advantage of the defense by anticipating the run. McCaffrey picks up the key block, and Robbie Anderson uses his elite speed to bring the Panthers back to within 2 scores. Extra point is good, yada, yada, yada. Saints still lead 28-14. New Orleans had a lot of success with that read option in the first half. They try to go back to it here, but Etor Grossmatos shuts it down hard. He was the only Panther in the vicinity, and he comes up big for his team there, pushing the Saints back 3 yards. Not to be outdone, Jeremy Chin gets another chance to make a play on a pass, and this time make a play he does. Jumps the route and takes it back to the 4-yard line, and just like that, the Panthers once again have a pulse. What are they going to do with this new lease on life? Well, they're going to give it right back. Darnold takes the snap, and Bomber is just unable to make a decision here. It looked like he had a few options as he rolls to his right, but he waited until the pass was no longer there to make the throw, and the drive from the 4-yard line lasts 1 play and goes 0 yards, as Quan Alexander snatches it and is taken down in the end zone for a touchback. Bomber's had his opportunities in this one, but unfortunately, he's just been unable to take advantage. And after back-to-back picks, the Saints control it at their 20. 2nd and 10 now from the 30, and speaking of missed opportunities from Carolina, Jeremy Chin has another one here. McDonald is under some serious pressure. He launches a floater over the middle, and Chin just overplays it a bit. He runs right past his spot, and the ball falls harmlessly to the grass. That's the second time Chin has done that. This one was much less costly than the first, but it's a different ballgame if he comes up with both those 2 picks. Lucky for him, though, they were able to force a punt, so the Panthers have it back at their own 29. It's 3rd and 6, and Darnold finds Tommy Tremble for the first down yardage and a little bit more. That play goes for 15 yards, but as has been the case so often throughout this game, Plex does not allow Bomber to string positive plays together. Darnold looking to pass, and Malcolm Jenkins does what Malcolm Jenkins does best. Excellent break on that pass, and he goes up and comes down with it. He tumbles a bit, but there aren't any Panthers in the area, so he gets up and tacks on about 15 yards to the return, and that really was the story of the day here. Bomber made some plays, but then Plex responded in kind and then some in most cases, just like it was here. Right before midfield, now Saints have the ball in the run option again, but unlike all the other times, they hand it to Kamara, and he works his magic and takes this thing all the way to the promised land. The Saints come marching into Carolina and come out with a big win over division rival. They go up 35-14, and that will be your final from Carolina. So Plex and the Saints start off the campaign looking strong in the NFC South. Here are the rest of the scores from Week 2. I swear to God, I'll catch up with the league eventually. Until then, ignore the records. Offense is alive and well in Max, as 4 teams scored more than 50 points this week, and 12 teams scored 40 or more. Excellent action throughout the first 2 weeks of the season, and there's no reason to think that'll change anytime soon. And that's going to do it for this week's Game of the Week. For more Max action, including commentary broadcasts, follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/ace510 and subscribe right here on YouTube to see every single Game of the Week, as well as select bonus games as we get closer to the end of the season. Players in the league, make sure to archive your streams for your chance to be featured in a video like this. Once again, your final score from the Tar Heel State: Plexus Saints 35, Bronx Bombers Panthers 14. I'm Ace510, and I'll see you next time right here on Max Network.